And we're back with a new Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge with me, Nefashuu.
And me, TechnoBambino. Hello.
Yay! It's been however long, a long time.
Many an age.
Indeed. The last thing we did, I think, was Awesome Noughts, episode 4. And since
Which
then...
you gave up playing and I've played religiously for about... It's pretty much since
Pretty much. So that's not going to happen. But what we do have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a new variety of the Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge that us two, or we two, however you say it, have come up with. So I will be playing, it's sort of a co-op run as well. I will be playing Pokemon Black 2 and Techno.
I will be playing White 2, primarily because I've never played White or White 2 before.
Indeed. I have White 2 on my DS. And I've only played it the one time, so this will be interesting things indeed. Anyway, so standard Nuzlockes, again, basically the basic rules apply. First Pokemon you encounter in each route or area is the only one that can be caught. You have to nickname it, and I haven't decided on the theme actually. And then when a Pokemon dies, you have to release it, and you cannot use it again. However, we have rules that sort of spice it up.
Absolutely. So, just to clarify, this is called a Bambuulocke, which is a combination of both of our names. We thought it would be quite fun because we haven't seen this before. We thought it would be quite interesting to put our own little stamp on it. So it's called the Bambuulocke run. So you ever see that anywhere else on the internet? It was ours first. Yeah. So our set of rules are this. We have a set of rules that the other person rolls for after each gym. So we'll have our own D20 and we roll for them. After each gym, we'll meet up and chat about how we're getting on. I don't know if these episodes will be the same as one another in terms of numbers, but it will still do that. And then we roll for the next set of rules. If you roll the same number twice, you apply the stacked rule, which we won't go through today, but if ever happens, we'll go through those rules. And if there is no stacked rule, you just effectively roll again. So it's going to be quite interesting. So the rules and rolls are as follows. Take it away, Nefashuu.
That's PQ. Rule number 1, item battle limit. Rule number 2, we must battle always in set mode. Rule number 3, you cannot use TMs at all. Rule number 4, a limit on any same type attack bonus moves on any of your Pokemon. Rule number 5, an item purchase limit from any one Pokemon. Rule number 6 is double the regular evolution level. Number 7, no held items at all. Rule number 8, you can only use male or female Pokemon only. And this, you have to encounter them, so you keep encountering Pokemon until you find one that is male or female. Rule number 9, only use regular Pokeballs. And rule number 10, use the same amount of Pokemon as the next gym leader that you're going to face.
Horrible rules. Number 11 is no PC switching once the party is full, but HM Slems are allowed for obvious reasons. Number 12, no types are allowed to be the same in your own party, so that increases difficulty tremendously. Rule number 13 is there is a Pokemon Center limit per town and city. Rule number 14, you can only fill one box in your PC, and then you have to let go of the rest of them. Rule number 15 is no escape. You are not allowed to escape any battles. Rule number 16, no repels allowed, which is very difficult for a Nuzlocke run. Rule number 17, after each gym go bankrupt, which we will explain if that actually happens, but it's going to be quite interesting. Rule number 18, there is a bag limit, so you're only allowed to have a certain amount of items in your bag. Rule number 19, no HM2 allowed, which is, of course, fly, so you're not allowed to use fly. And then rule number 20 is the rule that is kind of like your get out of jail free card, which is remove a rule. So you can keep this for later on during the run, and if you feel as though you don't like a rule, you can play your remove a rule card almost and remove a rule. So although the rest of the other 19 are really, really hard and difficult for you, we wanted to throw one in there that sort of helps you out, which is that one. And they are the 20 rolls that you can possibly get. Some of those do stack as well, which we will go through if it ever happens, but it effectively increases the difficulty of it even more. So yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, so again, we have D20s, so we kind of roll for each other. So we sort of inflict the difficulty on the opposing, or are we opposing, or is this a friendly run? How are we doing this?
Ooh, I think it's going to be like effectively, in inverted commas, rivals in Pokemon, where you're supposed to hate them, but you're kind of supposed to like each other as well. It's just a
friendship and all
thing.
that jazz, and
yeah. Well, you're going to be better at me anyway.
Holding hands in a field of rainbows and daffodils and all that. But yeah, so we'll leave the we'll leave the rules in this video description, and we'll kind of link back to it. And my alarm is going off.
And we'll also probably put them in the descriptions of every single video from going forward, just so people can at least look at them and see what's going on. So just to reiterate, after each gym we meet up again, just like we've kind of done now. So this is episode 0, so whatever episode it will be, we'll discuss how we're doing and then re-roll. So it's gonna be really fun. It's a good new take on Nuzlocke runs. I've never really seen this sort of thing before. I've seen like 2 people play the same game at the same time and commentate over each one, or whoever race to the Elite Four sort of co-op runs I've ever seen, but never a proper Nuzlocke run with rules like this. So it'd be quite interesting.
Indeed.
Yeah, cool.
Any other business?
I believe that is everything. So I suppose we'll see you in episode 1. So on behalf of me, TechnoBambino,
and me, Nefashuu,
we'll see you at the start of the series.
Toodles.
Bye!